Hello, hello, good morning.
Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. How are you today? Hope you're all doing well. Hello, how are you today? Hope you are all doing well. Good afternoon, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. How are you today? Hope you're all doing well. It's Friday. It's Friday. We are all here. I know it's Friday. Happy weekend. Happy Friday. Happy weekend. How are you today? If today's your birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy Friday. Happy weekend. How are you today? If today's your birthday. Okay, I was just checking my sounds. Yeah, it's working. How are you today? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. How are you today? Hope you're all doing well. I'm Cecilia Mbullah. If today is your first time seeing me, I'm Cecilia. Happy weekend, happy Friday. How are you today? How are you today? Hope you're all doing well. Good afternoon. If today is your first time seeing me, I'm Cecilia Mbullah and I'm broadcasting or streaming live from London, England. How are you today and where are you watching from? I know it's weekend. Yeah, it's Friday. What are your plans for the weekend? What are you doing this weekend? But you know what? I have got something to talk about today. I will just wait. Please press on the like button, share so more people can join today's live broadcast so we can just, start talking about what we came here to talk about or why we are here. But today's topic is your co-workers don't owe you anything, because I made a video saying that your co-workers are not your friends. Hello, Sam. How are you? Hello, Sam. Good to have you here. How are you, Sam? How are you today? I didn't get your message, so I decided to do something else because someone wanted us to talk about your co-workers not owing you anything. So because I did not get your message and I was hoping you would send me something like an email so we could talk about the topic you wanted to talk about. But since I didn't get the email from you, I thought, okay, let's talk about this topic today. Anyway, how are you today, Sam? How are you? How are you? How is everyone today? How are you today? Hope you're all doing well. So on today's episode, we are going to talk about your co-workers not owing you anything. Your co-workers do not owe you anything, because this particular lady was like, Celia, I can't believe, because when I left my job, I thought my friends at work were going to call me, were going to be nice to me, but what they did instead was they stayed back and talked about me and said everything that they could possibly say. They said a lot about me. And I'm like, you know what? That is why you don't cook food. Because sometimes you go to work and you hear something like, we are family here. No, we are not family. You are not family. That is your job, your workplace. You're going there to work. So they are not your family. Sometimes when you hear that phrase, we are family here, know that is a red flag at work. What family? They are saying that to let you open up so you can say whatever you want to say, thinking in your head that they are your family. They are not your family and they don't owe you anything. So if you go to work and start telling your co-workers everything about your private life, everything about your life, whatever you want to say, thinking that they owe you anything. No, they don't owe you anything. If you want to go and expose whatever you have at home to your co-workers or with your co-workers, that is your own business. To be honest with you, they don't owe you anything. If you give them any information, they can use it against you, use it with you, use it for you, use it against you. Yeah. Yeah. Do you understand what I mean? Hello. So that is the thing. If you are going to work, know that your co-workers are not your friends. Please, and they don't owe you anything. If you are oversharing with your co-workers, if you're oversharing information with your co-workers, and you expect them to keep them, to hold them for you, to be your they're not your confidants. They're your co-workers. They didn't ask you to come and tell them whatever you want to tell them. If you want to go to work and share whatever information you want to share with your co-workers, it's up to you. If they use it against you, it's still up to you. They don't owe you. Your co-workers don't owe you anything. They shouldn't hold your information for you. They are not there for that. They are not there to keep your secrets. If you tell them your secrets, they can share it with whoever they want to. Your co-workers are not there to keep your secrets for you. If you have your secrets, keep them to yourself. Yeah, because it is. A lot of people share important information. You have your secrets, you have issues at home with your family members, with your friends. You're sharing it with your co-workers. And when you come to work or when you go to work on Monday and everyone is talking about you, you get angry. Why do you get angry? Your co-workers don't owe you anything. They don't. If you like, you make them sandwiches. If you like, you make everyone a cup of tea, or you keep serving them cups of teas. That is, they still don't owe you anything. If that is what you want to do, fine. If you want to keep giving them cups of tea, bringing them biscuits at work, if you want to cook them jollof rice and take it to work every day for your co-workers, that is up to you. But they still don't owe you anything. Do not expect your co-workers to do certain things for you because you bring them sandwiches at work, because you bring them food once in a while, because you brought a pizza at work. They would even say, do you know what they would say behind your back? Do you know what they would say? Oh, she brought, do you know the pizza she brought was very dry? Oh my God, I'm sure she got it from Asda's, or I don't even know where. They would say something like that. And you might be thinking, oh my goodness, my co-workers, or you call them friends. Yeah, they are not your friends. They are your co-workers. And Andrew says, what if it's your boss? You still shouldn't. If it's that, you're there to work. If you want to make your boss a cup of tea, that is fine. Your boss doesn't owe you anything. You should not. You are there to work. You shouldn't go to your boss and tell them about your personal life, your private life. For example, don't go to your boss and tell them about what is happening in your relationship. You have a problem with your partner. Should you be telling that to your boss? Should you be discussing that with your boss? No. You should not be discussing that with your boss. It's none of his business. If he is a gossip, he will tell everyone. And he doesn't owe you any apology. Honestly, this is just a fact. I'm not saying... Yeah, hello. Is it Brantley? Am I right? Hello, Brantley. How are you? Hope you're doing well. See, even if you don't, your boss does not owe you anything. You're there to work. Do your work. If there's anything you have to discuss with your boss, it should be work related. Yeah, you can be friendly, you can discuss about other things, but don't go and tell your boss about your personal issues. If he stands in front of the canteen and talks about your personal private issues with everyone, he still doesn't owe you anything. You cannot say, oh, you should not have said that. That is why people fight, and all the time people are going back and forth to HR. I'm here because I work in HR. So I'm just saying that, please, these are some of the things you don't do. Don't cook rice and make sandwich and make cups of tea and bring your cake and everything, and you're thinking, oh, I'm doing it because we are one big family. They are not your family. No one at work is your family. Your family is at home. Don't mistake work for your private and professional lives. Your work is your professional life. You're there to work. You're there for the money. You're there to receive your paycheck. You're there to receive your salary and go back home to your lovely family. Preserve your emotional energy for your family, not for work. So what's your experience with this kind of thing? Yeah, if you think, okay, Andrew, let me give you my experience. Okay, I had a friend at work. I thought she was a friend. That was then. I don't do that anymore. So I used to share a lot with her. So what happened was, I was looking for alternative employment somewhere else. This is one story. I have about 5 stories. I was looking for alternative employment. So I had not told my job where I was working at the time that I was looking. Obviously, no one does that. You would not tell your present employer that you're looking for another job. So I went ahead. I was looking. No one knew. I got to work on Monday, and my boss called me and said, "Oh, your friend here told me that you applied for another job." I was like, I didn't know what to say. It was just the truth. I had done that. I had applied for another job, but I didn't tell my boss. I didn't see the need to tell my boss. So I didn't tell my boss. I told my so-called friend at work that I was applying for a job somewhere else, and she went and told the manager. Was I angry with her? Yes, I was. Was I supposed to? No, because I did not have to tell her. She did not force me to tell her. I thought she was a friend, but I'm sure she just thought, you know what, she's telling me I'm going to tell the boss. She saw me as a colleague, as a co-worker, not friend. In my head, I thought she was a friend because, yes, I cooked jollof rice. I took rice to work and we ate together. And sometimes after work, we would go shopping and all that, try on clothes, go to Zara and the rest. Sometimes weekends, we would go out, so I thought she was a friend. I didn't know she was. In her head, I was her co-worker. In her head, I was her co-worker, which is, it's okay. That is how it should be. Was it her fault? No, she did not ask me to tell her things that I wasn't supposed to tell her. So if you're working somewhere and you are oversharing and you think your co-workers owe you anything, excuse me, they don't. They can share your information whenever, with whoever. They don't owe you anything. Please. So remember that your co-workers are not even your friends. Sometimes when you leave work, when something happens, when you go out, like sometimes we mistake co-workers for friends, and we go disco. We go discoing together, isn't it? Fridays we plan something, and Saturday, I've done it before several times. Friday we plan something, Saturday we are all out enjoying ourselves. By the time you get to work on Monday, everyone at work knows exactly what happened over the weekend. Maybe you did something that you didn't want anyone at work to know. They will say it. And they don't owe you anything. They'll be like, yeah, but that is what happened. They're not your friends, they're your co-workers. So when you go out with your co-workers, that is, if you decide to hang out with your co-workers, always have it at the back of your mind that they are your co-workers, they are not your friends, Okay, Sam says, Andrew says, so why did you go there in the first place? Andrew, I don't understand. So what was your experience A friend would not tell. Yeah, but because they are not friends, they're my co-workers. That she was a colleague. She considered me a colleague, but in my head, I thought she was a friend because we went out together and we did a lot of things, you know. So I have learned these lessons the hard way, you know. Yeah, I've learned the hard way. Now I know that my co-workers at work don't owe me anything. You know, so if you want to spoil them with cooked food, that is what a lot of people do at work. You cook food like over the weekend. You could bake a cake, nice cake, and you take it to work on Monday, and you're thinking, oh, we are one big family. Sorry, they are not your family. They're your co-workers. If should anything go wrong, if they should, they would do anything. They're like, you know what? Yeah, we're here to work. Let's say you're due for promotion and you go telling you're due for promotion, and let's say your managers are planning on how to do it, you know, and you're just hinted that, you know what, you might be promoted, and then you go around telling your friends at work, you know, they're your friends, you work in the same office, they want that promotion as well. Don't forget that your co-workers, your colleagues, you're doing the same job, and your managers are like, you're getting hinted that, you know what, or you're getting hints from your manager that, you know what, you might be promoted, and then you go and tell them. They would go behind your back and go, why do you want to promote her? Why do you want to push her? We are all here. We've been all here for some time. Now they'll start telling on you some of the things you've done within the office that the managers don't know. You might have been having something with someone in the office that no one knows, but you told that one person. They will tell. Now, do you know she's dating the guy from finance? Yeah, they're dating. Yeah. And they'll ask, yeah, she's dating the guy in finance. They always stay late after work. That is your friend telling on you. That is your friend. Sometimes some of them will go to HR and tell. So please always remember, please always remember that your co-workers are your co-workers. They don't owe you anything. They will tell. And if you go to them and ask them, they'll tell you that, have you never been in a workplace or in a situation where your co-worker tells on you, your co-worker friend tells on you, and then you go, I can't believe you did that. They'll go, wow, I can't believe you told the manager that I'm dating the guy in finance. Yeah, but you are. Are you not dating him? You know, you're dating the guy. They don't owe you anything. They can say, yeah, it's only if you're small, but people do it a lot. Especially, they do it a lot. I don't know if I've worked in HR. That is what I studied. And that's where I've worked. And that's where I've worked. And so I know how it goes. People will tell everything you would not believe. Sometimes people will go to HR and say certain things, and you would sit back and think, why are they coming to tell you? Why? So please, keep your things to yourself. They don't owe you loyalty. Your co-workers they're not loyal to you. Your co-workers they don't owe you loyalty. They're not, they would tell. If you overshare, they would share in the canteen. Do they owe you an apology? No. Because they don't owe you anything. They are also there to work. Your co-workers are also there to work. It's your responsibility to look after yourself at work. It is your responsibility to know that you should not share certain information with your co-workers. Yeah, every now and then you might find that one person at work who would have your back, who would be nice. You can be friendly. It's okay to be friendly, but your co-workers are not your friends. you cannot go oversharing, you know, and you expect them to hold that information, to keep that information for you, and go, oh my God, you're my bestie. You're not, no besties at work. Hi guys, how are you doing today? Sometimes the small ones try harder. Yes, yes, you're very right. Sometimes the small ones try harder. You're very right, you know. But it's there at work when, you know, it's there, it's just human nature. And you have you have to protect yourself. You're at work, you're out there. Yeah. Okay, so what's your worst experience? Okay, Andrew is asking my worst experience. Okay, hi guys, how are you doing today? Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. And if today is your first time seeing me, I'm Cecilia Mbullah, and I'm broadcasting live from London, England. On this channel, we talk about fashion. I love fashion. We talk about relationships, and every now and then we talk about employment, you know. Just like today, we are talking about workers, co-workers, just because I worked in HR. Not at the moment, but I used to work in HR. So every now and then I'd come and talk about employment and things about work or work-related issues. Yeah, keep it hidden, Lou. Sometimes Sam says, Cecilia, we've talked about this. No, we've talked about co-workers not being your friends, but your co-workers don't owe you anything, because someone said that they used to cook, and they used to cook nice food and take it to work. They used to do a lot for their co-workers. She said she used to cook rice, but when she had an issue at work and she was home, no one called her. What her co-workers did instead was to sit back and talk about her. They kind of discussed her issues, what was happening with her, but no one called her. No one even checked on her on a regular basis. No one checked how she was doing, you know. No one checked on her and all that. So she was very disappointed that her co-workers could, or her friends could, treat her that way, because she considered them as friends. You know, she sent me the message that she considered them. So I'm like, your co-workers don't owe you anything. If you want to cook all what you want to cook for your co-workers, it's up to you. For your colleagues, because they consider you as colleagues. So if you think that you're friends, then you have only yourself to blame. You know, sometimes you go to certain workplaces and they say, oh, we are one big family, we are one nice family, you know. Sometimes you have to be selfish, especially when it comes to sharing information about yourself at work, personal information. So did she tell you? Yeah, she told the manager, and yes, she told me personally. She wrote to me. I don't know if we are on the same page, Andrew. Yeah, but she told the manager, if you're still talking about the last story, she told the manager, and when I asked her, she said, yeah, she told the manager, you know. Now, today, I don't blame her for it, because she was a co-worker. She told the manager, and she did what she did, you know. And there was another case where I had to take some few days off. I had written a letter to my boss, and I told my friend at work then. However, she went and told the manager that, oh, do you know that Celia will not be coming to work 2 days next week? She's told me she will not be coming to work on Tuesday and Wednesday. What she did not know was I had already asked for permission, and because she had done it a few times, the boss had to tell me, like, you know what, yeah, your friend told me already. When I told him, he was like, oh yeah, your friend informed me. Come on. So you have to be, you don't. And then I was angry with her then, at that time, when it happened. But now I know that I was at fault. I wasn't supposed to tell her. So do I blame her for it? No, I don't. Now I don't, because now I know better, and now I know that I shouldn't be oversharing at work. So so that is the problem. So you shouldn't overshare at work. When you overshare, then at work you should be professional, you should be polite, you should be pleasant, and you should and always stay private. Keep your things private. Don't overshare. It is not necessary to share what you're not supposed to share. Don't overshare at work. Your colleagues don't owe you anything. Sometimes you go to work and you hear this phrase, especially when you just join. They would go, oh, we are one big family. We are one big family. So you have to, when they go, we are one big family, it simply means they want you to open up, to say a lot, to open up, to think they are family. So please, your family, where your family, where where you left your family members are home. Your work, some people say work family, that is what they call it. If you want to call it your work family, that is up to you, but they are not your real family. So should you go to work and share so so should you go and share information at work that you don't have, that you should not be sharing? It's up to you. At work, you should be professional, polite, pleasant, and always keep your private life private. Don't take your private life to work. It will come back to haunt you. If you have not watched my video on co-workers not being your friend, your co-workers not being your friends, you should go and watch that video, because your co-workers are not your friends. I'm just coming to highlight a few points on this particular topic, because someone was really angry that she used to cook for her colleagues, and she used to take food to work. She used to make them tea. She was the best at making tea at work. I was like, really? It's okay, you can make tea if you want to, but don't expect anything back. If you want to make tea and be the nice, jolly person at work, that is fine, but do not expect anything back. When giving, don't expect anything back. So if you mean family, then you mean working. Oh, not that. Yeah, so that's the thing. If you are going to work, remember you're going to work. At work you should be professional. At work you should be polite. At work you should be pleasant, and you should always be private. Don't overshare at work. It will not help. Please do not overshare at work. Don't share information that you should not be sharing. Okay? Do not. Sometimes you work somewhere, and when you leave, you might think your colleagues or your co-workers will call you. No. Most cases, they'll sit back and talk and talk and talk. Sometimes when they find out certain things about you, they'll take it back and talk and talk. You might think, let's say you were laid off. You might think your co-workers would call you and go, oh, have you found another job, and things. So maybe you might have one or two people who would call you to find out how you're doing and how things are going on for you, but not everyone. You know, it's rare, but some people have found really good friends at work. You know, some people have found close good friends. Um, Cecilia, a word please is not a workplace is not a social club or organization. It's where you earn your living. Nothing wrong with being kind to your co-workers, but do it in moderation and don't expect anything. Yeah, correction. Yeah, I knew you meant workplace. Yeah, your workplace is a place of work. It's not where you will go. Whatever you give to your colleagues at work. For example, if you're the type who loves making tea for your colleagues or coffee or whatever, that is fine. If that is what you love doing, if you like to be busy up and down, if you would like to get busy with coffee and tea, that is fine, you know. But don't expect anything back. Don't go, oh, but I made you a cup of coffee yesterday and you have gone to the canteen and you didn't make me one. No, they didn't ask you. You asked them, would you like a cup of tea? And they said yes. And they have gone to the canteen to make a cup of tea. And now you expect them to make one for you. They don't want to. They don't owe you a cup of tea. They don't. If you want to do it, that is fine. But they don't owe you anything. They don't owe you a cup of tea because you made your co-worker, because you made Moody Margaret a cup of tea yesterday. That doesn't mean that Moody Margaret owes you a cup of tea today. She doesn't. Your co-workers really don't owe you anything. If you take your information, your private life, whatever, to work, please know that they can stand in front of the canteen and shout it out. Don't get angry because they did not ask you to share. You're at work to work. So do your work. You know why you're at work. Go to work and go back home. You know, share, be friendly. I'm not saying you shouldn't be friendly. You should be polite at work. Playful sometimes. Be playful, but know what to share and what not to share. Do not overshare. You're there to work. Sometimes when you meet a group, when you go to work, you would know. You will know, because when you go to work, you will know the hierarchy. There's a hierarchy everywhere, you know. So when you go to work, you will know the hierarchy. You would understand that, okay, first you go to work, you observe. You know, you observe everyone. You see, by the end of your first week at work, you will know the gossips, you will know the negative people, you will know the people who tell, you will know everyone by week one. By week one, you should be able to know where who belongs. You would know that, okay, you know what, that's Moody Margaret's group, that the negative ones, that the gossips, they talk, they tell. And remember that when they come to you and tell you about all the co-workers, let's say you start work today and this co-worker comes to you and tells you about the manager, about all the other, oh my God, that one, be careful with that one. And they tell you that one, be careful. You have to be careful with them because they're talking about everyone else. So when you start work and one particular co-worker comes to you warning you about every employee, look at that one, don't talk to that one, she talks a lot. Don't talk to that one, we are suspecting that she is dating the line manager. Don't talk to her. You have to be careful because anyone who brings information to you will surely take information from you to everyone else. They want you to gain their trust. They want you to gain their trust. That is why they're telling you everything. So they know they're playing. Some people are very manipulative, especially co-workers. Some co-workers, if you let them, they will make your life miserable at work. Have you had co-workers? See, if you let some co-workers take over your life will be miserable at work and you will end up leaving that place. So don't give them that room. When you start work and you have this particular co-worker who comes to you, oh, yeah, look at that one. Yes, the one, I'm talking, the one with the short skirt. Don't look now. Don't look now. It's the one with the short skirt. Oh my God. She's dating the manager. Yes, that one. Yes, her name is Nancy. She's not looking at the person. She's not even looking at you, but she's talking about the person. And then next she talks about someone else. She talks about everyone in the canteen to you. Do you know what? She wants you to open up to her and tell her things about yourself. And as soon as you do that, now she's got information about you as well to share to everyone. You know, what goes around comes around. Don't go for stolen goods. They could be yours. So please, when your co-worker, when you go to work, you have to know. So first, observe. Your first day is to observe the gossips, the negative ones, you know, observe everyone. Then you know where to put everyone. You would know. There's always a hierarchy at work. So you would know, you know. Share only stuff that you need to share. Don't overshare, you know. Keep to yourself. Be fair and just. You have to be fair and just, but you have to keep to yourself as well. You have to protect you, especially when you just start working somewhere. That is when they easily get you. When you get when you start working somewhere, that is when you have to be very careful, because that is when they'll easily get you, because you're new. You want to be liked. Some people want to be liked. And they'll start talking. Oh, do you know Mary? Wait, she's not yet here. When she gets here, I'll show you Mary. Mary is dating that. Yes. Look at the guy, the one who's passing. When Mary comes, I'll show you Mary. Mary is dating that guy. The guy works in finance. And there's another girl who likes him. You know, they just start giving you gist, like what is happening. Know that that person is a gossip. So if you should say anything to that person, that is it. That is it. That person will go about, you know, the new girl. Yes, the one. Yeah, the one who just go here. Yeah, the one. The blonde hair, the one with the blonde hair, short blonde hair. Her name is Celia. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where she's coming from. I don't know. Don't worry, I'll find out. That's who they are. That's who they are. So when someone starts telling you about everyone at work, every secret at work, what's happening, they're giving you all the gist on your first day at work, then that's you shouldn't trust that person. You know, you should know that that person is not loyal to anyone, and she shouldn't be. She's not loyal to anyone, and she would tell on anyone, and she'll talk about everyone. So anyone who brings gossips to you takes things about you away as well, and talks about you. You know. Yes. Sometimes you only have to do what's in your job description. Don't overdo. You might do something thinking you're doing it for the organization, or you're doing it for the good of the organization, but it turns out that it is not for the good of the organization, and you get blamed for it. Sometimes some colleagues will see you do certain things, and your colleague sees it, and they know that it's not in your job description, but you're trying to do it for the good of the company, and then they twist it against you. So yeah, that's another thing. You know, avoid drama. Another thing is, if you're working somewhere, avoid drama. Every work, Sam says, Cecilia, every workplace has a culture and norms. It's okay to have one or two friends at work, because you may need each other's assistance someday. Maybe getting a ride to work or home or in. That is another thing. Yes, Sam. No, they're still your co-workers. They're not your friends. They are still your co-workers. If you've worked with them for some time, you might, let's say you've worked with someone for 10 years, and they've never thrown you under the bus. They've never stabbed you in the back. They've never reported you, you know, and you've worked with them for a long time, you know, and they've gained your trust over a long period of time. You might consider doing certain things with them. This what I'm saying now is your you would have to take that decision. You would know if you've been working with someone for a long period of time and they've never done certain things to you, they've never been malicious, they've never treated you in a way that makes you feel like, okay, this person can do anything, then you might. But I would still say no, your co-workers, from my experiences at work, I would say your co-workers should remain they should stay as co-workers. You can do things with them, but they shouldn't be friends, because someone also said that their co-worker, they have a co-worker who used them as their driver. Some co-workers know how to use their fellow co-workers. So if you're working somewhere and someone wants you to drive them to and from work, let's say you live somewhere in Brookston and your co-worker lives in Brookston. Let's say you live in the same area and you work in the same place, and your co-worker discovers that you guys live in the same neighborhood, for example, and then they come to you and say, oh, you know what, can you take me to work because we live in the same place? Okay, good. But remember that you have to have you have to arrange something. You have to arrange something from the start. If you want them to maybe pay something, give something back, like petrol or something, gas, you have to let them know. Don't think that they would think, okay, or they would sort that out. They would automatically think, okay, because my co-worker will be driving me to and from work every day, I should give her maybe £50 for petrol. Mind you, that person pays maybe pays the bus fare or the train fare to work. But when you start taking them to work, now it will become it's something that you have to do all the time. You have to take them to work. Sometimes even when they're late, you might go to work late because you have to wait for them. Now it's something that you do it. You have to wait for them, and sometimes after work you want to go home, they'll be like, oh, you have to, you know what, I'm not yet ready, so you should wait for me. Okay. And then they don't want to add anything to your, maybe they don't want to give you any money for gas or fuel. They just believe that because you cover the same distance anyway. We have had that case where one colleague had a car, or there were two workers. One had a car, one did not have a car, and they were living in the same neighborhood, and they were coming to work. They were working in, let's see, friends are categorized. Yes, Sam, I get it. Let me just finish this story. So two co-workers working in the same place, they lived in the same neighborhood, and one had a car. And one had a car. So the other one who did not have a car asked the one who had the car if they could travel to work to and fro together, and the other one said yes. The other one said yes, hoping that the other one, the one without the car, will give him money for gas or money for petrol every week. Like he is doing the driving, so you should buy the petrol. That's what he thought the other guy was going to do. But no, that wasn't what happened. The other person just wanted a driver, free ride, free everything. So after a while, the guy who owned the car was like, no, I can't be driving you for free every day to work. It's not possible. So after that, they had a fight. It was serious. It was really serious. They had to take it to HR. Because it was serious. It was serious. The other guy was like, yeah, I was waiting for you, because the other one was waiting for the other one to come and pick pick him so they could drive to work. The other one did not show up. He just drove straight from his house to work. So when he got to work, when both of them got to work, they had to go to the manager because the other one was furious because he got to work late. You know, so it was like back and forth, back and forth. So you can't do that. You can't take advantage on people like that. You work with someone, and if they have to drive you, it's only fair that you give them money for gas or money for petrol. You have to, if you're driving someone to and fro, to work and fro, they should be able to at least make a little contribution, even if it's petrol money, because you are doing the driving. It's not easy to drive, but a lot of people don't do that. They want to use you. So what they'll do is, oh, we live in the same neighborhood. Can you take me every day to work? You take them to and fro. And you know what? The guy was like, yeah, but you still drive to work. You still cover the same distance. So you judge, you know, if you're watching me, if you're watching this video, judge. Can you take someone from work and to work every day because you live in the same neighborhood with them and you work in the same place with them? Can you take them to work every day and expect nothing? They will not give you money for fuel, nothing. You know, they just want to use you. You're taking them to work. But they used to buy bus passes. They used to buy train tickets, you know. Now they don't have to buy bus tickets. They don't have to buy train tickets because you're taking them to work. But then they still don't see the need to give you money for petrol, or, you know, to compensate you somehow for taking them to and from work, you know. So if you let yourself, some co-workers will use you. They will use you. They will ask for things that they cannot give to you, and it's your decision. If you want to help, it's good to help. You know, I'm not saying you shouldn't help if you think it's necessary, or help. But if you let yourself, some co-workers would use you. They'll use you as their drivers. Some of them would use you as their cooks. You might cook something and take it to work once, and then everyone goes. I remember working somewhere where this guy once cooked, he cooked spaghetti to work. This guy was Italian. He cooked spaghetti to work, and it was a bit much, and he just thought, oh, you guys come and try, I made spaghetti. That was it. He became the workplace cook. Like, everyone was like, oh, are you bringing spaghetti tomorrow? Are you bringing? No one ever, you know. So if you make yourself, how do they say that, the saying, you know. So please, if you go to work, remember you're going there to work. Yeah, in America we call it, okay, Sam says, in America we call it sponging. Some people are users. In such cases, you lay down the contract. Common sense demands assistance. Oh, Sam, that is so true. Sponging, yeah. You have a lot of people like that at work. If you there with some people, they would use you. How do you expect your co-worker or your colleague to carry you to and fro from work and home for a month, and you're not even thinking somewhere in your head that this guy buys petrol, this guy buys gas? No, you don't think of that. You just want to sponge them. You just want to keep. There are a lot of people like that. There was a case that we had that there were two friends actually, and one kept going to the other one's house after work, like every day after work, because she was single and her friend was married. So after work, she would just follow her friend to her house. Every day she would go there, they would cook, she would eat, and then she would go back home. He finally came to work. We did not know what was happening. So the other one was like, you come to my house every day, we cook, we eat. It's every day. So you're actually eating in my house every day after work. Yeah, every day after work, she used to go to her for about a year. And her friend was like, but you come to mine every day after work. Yeah, it's okay, but we eat all the time and you don't buy any food, you know. And it was every day for a year. She would just go, oh, don't worry, I'll go to your place so we can cook together. So some people there are people like that at work, and there are users everywhere. So you have to look after yourself so you're not used, because you know what, it kind of hurts to know or to think in your head that you're helping someone and then find out that somewhere the way somewhere, you know, you were doing it out of love, and then you find out at some point that this person is using me, and it's intentional. They know what they're doing, you know. Yes, Sam, it's point. They do it a lot. They do it a lot. So if you're at work and you decide to make yourself someone's driver, then they still don't owe you anything. It's your decision. It's your decision to do whatever you want to do at work. If you want to help people, good and fine. It's a good thing to help. You know, it's a good thing to help. But you should know the difference between you helping people and you being used. If you are being used, then you should step back and, you know, go no, you know. And sometimes it's cooking. Some people will make you, they'll tell you, oh, you know what you cooked yesterday was really tasty, you know. Oh, do you know how to make a good sandwich? Can you bring me a sandwich tomorrow? And then it's the next day, and then it's the next day, you know. So people will take the mic. People will just push things, you know. So, and they don't owe you anything. Your co-workers don't owe you anything. If you want to overshare information with them, they can use it against you. They don't owe you any explanation for it. Yeah, because you gave them the information willingly. They did not, like, yeah, you gave them that information willingly. Sam says people don't do that in America. Here in America, we call it carpool. Maybe it's different in the UK. Yeah, a lot of people do it here. I've had people do it here. I've heard of several occasions where people do it. Friends fall out, or colleagues, especially. I would say colleagues fall out because of this. You know, where someone wants you to take them to work because you live in the same neighborhood, and then, but they don't want to pay anything towards petrol, towards they forget one thing. They forget that you have to do your MOT. You are the driver. People don't think that way. They just think, you know, with these two guys, what happened? The other one who did not have a car, do you know his argument? He said the guy would still drive to work and back anyway. So what's the point? You're still driving to work, you know, to and from work every day, you know. So it's still the same, you know. So some people will argue, some people will back it up and argue, and you would think, what is happening with people, you know. Yeah, I remember very vividly what happened between those two guys, because everyone in the office was like, yeah, but you have to pay something towards the guys, towards his, you know, you have to pay something. Remember, he has to sort out his MOT. He's the one driving you. He has to clean his car and all that. And the other guy was like, he has to come to work. He has to drive to work. It's the same distance, the same journey. If he drives without me in the car, he's still gonna cover the same journey, the same mileage. I was like, okay, I applaud you. People are like that. So some people are sponges, you know. They'll sponge you. They'll take whatever they can. So if you're giving, give. If you're giving because you want to give, if you're okay with it, that is fine. But don't be used. Don't let people use you. They'll use you, especially colleagues. They're your co-workers. They're not friends, you know. They'll say they're family, your one big family, only to be used. You know, I don't think it's it happens, Sam. It happens a lot in the UK. I've seen it several times. Times in America culture, they tell you that America is a free country, but no free lunches. Oh yes, no free lunches. Yeah, people will try to, especially when you're new and you're driving and there's someone that ask you, oh, where are you driving from, or where did you drive from? And you tell them, oh, do you know I live, you know what, we can drive back home. That's how it starts. You know, I live around that area, so we can drive back together. And then you're thinking, oh, so what is happening? So that is the thing. So some people would just want to milk you. They would want to come and, especially at work. So just be mindful. Be careful. Don't be used. Don't be, your colleagues are never your friends. They're not your friends. They can, you can be friendly with them. They always remember that your colleagues are not your friends. They're your co-workers. And if you're dating someone at work, which a lot of companies do not like, but it can happen. It can happen. It can happen. It can happen. It does happen. We are all only humans. And with a lot of trouble at work and things like that, you just have to be careful. Don't overshare. So especially when it comes to gossiping at work, it's a game that you cannot win. When you identify the gossips at work, stay away from them, because as soon as you start or you say something, you can never win. So the best thing is don't play that game at work. Try not to play that game, because you can never win. You can never win. So don't play the game. Stay away from the workplace gossips. Like, stay away from them. But because whatever you share with your co-workers can actually be used against you, and your co-workers don't owe you anything. So whatever information you share with them, they can share it. They can do whatever they want to do with it. They don't owe you anything. They can share to whoever, when. Even in the canteen, they don't owe you anything. They're just your co-workers. They're not your friends. You don't have to trust them and tell them, especially when it comes to health issues. You go for a checkup and all that. Don't share with your co-workers. They're your co-workers. They're not your friends. Cecilia, I have been in London a couple of times. The culture there is similar towards it's similar to what exists in Africa. Yes, a lot. Yeah, it's similar, a lot. I've never been to America, but you know what? It's similar a lot here in the UK. It's similar because people tend to live together, and then it's similar. Even with the food, one person brings food. Sometimes, some people want to try it and all that, and then your colleagues, and very soon we mix it. We are not colleagues anymore. Your friends, colleagues. You share things. You share a lot. You overshare, and then it comes back to haunt you. It's happening. It's happening here a lot. We see it a lot. Someone wants you to drive them to work all the time. They don't want to contribute anything towards anything. So these things do happen. They happen, but you have to protect yourself, because your co-workers, again, I say, don't owe you anything. You have to protect yourself. It is your responsibility. It is your responsibility to protect yourself. So do not let your co-workers just ride on you, or make you say things that you're you're not supposed to say. You know, when you start working somewhere and your co-worker comes to you, that co-worker, that one comes to you and starts telling you about everyone, you have to be careful with them. That person who comes to you to talk about everyone will surely talk about you to everyone. So please be very careful. And they're coming to talk to you about everyone, so you should tell them things. So you should talk about yourself. It's the manipulated. Some people are very manipulative. They would come to you and talk about everyone, and somehow, somewhere, you might think they're telling you about everyone because they like you. No, it's because they want you to share certain information with them. And as soon as you share whatever you share with them, they'll go now and tell everyone about you. It's like they're sending someone. It's like there's just that one person. There's always that one person everywhere, isn't it? There's always that one person in every workplace who wants to know everything about everybody, so they can share everything about everybody to everybody. Yeah, oh, that's a good one, Caroline. Caroline says, a dog that will bring a bone will carry a bone. Oh, that's a good one. I like that one. A dog that will bring a bone will carry a bone. So please be careful. Don't go around oversharing things about your relationship, your marriage, your children, your home, your family. Remember that it's very important that at work you should be professional, polite, pleasant, and always private. Be private with your private life. Share whatever you think they can't use against you. You can share. Be playful. There are some people at work who are very playful but very private. I know someone I used to work with, very playful, very funny, but very private. No one knew anything about that guy. Very playful guy, extremely playful, professional, very friendly. We never even knew where he lived. We never knew if he was married or single or anything. No one knew anything about that guy. And I was like, that's the way to be. He will talk about general things. Like in the UK, now if we were at work, he'll be talking about Richie Sunak. He'll be talking about the Prime Minister. He'll be talking about things that are happening, current affairs, what is happening. He'll crack a few jokes here and there, would all laugh, and that was it. After work, finish. Over the weekend, Friday, drinks, he would not go. Sometimes even if he went with us, he would just be there for a few minutes and he'll go, oh, I've got to go. Where home? Where is home? He would not even say. So, so people never used to ask him a lot of questions because he would not tell you what he did not want you to know. So no one knew where he lived. No one knew anything about that guy, but he was very pleasant. Everyone enjoyed his company at work because sometimes he would just talk about food. He would just come and say, oh, I cooked over the weekend. He would talk about different food, and that was it. And then everyone would start talking about food, and then he would crack in a few jokes, but he would never come and talk about this employee or this colleague to this colleague. No, he never did that. So, sometimes we work with people and we have to learn. We work with people and we work with people and we just have to learn. All right, guys, I think that is about it for today. So remember, your co-workers don't owe you anything. So don't let anyone at work use you by making or turning you to a driver or their private driver. Don't let anyone at work turn you into a private cook or turn you to a cook. So you always cook for them. If you offer tea and coffee to people at work, to colleagues, don't expect anything back. Just offer it to them and know, I am offering you tea and coffee. It's good. I just want you to have it. I'm doing it, but I don't want anything back. Good. But if you're expecting anything back, then you know it's all on you, because no one owes you anything at work. You're there to work, and that is it. London has good public transport system, unlike America. Here in America, you have to have a car to have a job. It is a requirement, and you are asked in your interview. Oh, okay. No, here we've got good transportation system, or good transport systems. So you can work without a car. You don't have to have a car, but having a car is a plus. But you can go around London, or you can work without a car, but having a car is a plus. Yeah. Yeah, but you don't have to put it in your CV. Do you have to put it in your CV, Sam? Because here in the UK, they don't ask you in your CV if you, but some people put it that they can drive. Some people add it, I'm a driver, I can drive, or I can drive 10 miles to work, Some people put it, some people, but in America, is that a requirement in America? Here it's not a requirement, but certain jobs do they can okay, yeah. So that is it. Here, no, you don't. You can catch the bus, but it depends. You can catch the bus, or sometimes the trains are even faster. Sometimes the trains are faster. And we've got traffic as well. So sometimes it's better to travel to work by train or bus. It's faster at times. In my job, you are only allowed to late just 3 times in a year. Ooh. With the transportation system in London, sometimes with the traffic, you might be late a few times. But if you leave home very early, 3 times a year, Okay. Jairus Alexander says you are required only with certain jobs. Yeah, with certain jobs you require a driver's license, a car. That people with small cars get to work quicker? No, I don't think so. Andrew, how many times did I call you? That you think people with small cars get to work quicker? No, I don't think so. If you want to get to work quicker, you have to catch the train. Maybe it depends. But what's the difference? I don't want to Andrew. Okay, I think we have come to the end of today's episode, or today's Andrew. Okay. Yeah, I think we've come to the end of today's episode. Please do take care of yourselves at work. Take care of yourself at work. Remember, your co-workers are not your friends. Do not overshare information about yourself, your family. Remember, it's work, it's not family. I know when you start working in certain places, they would go, we are like family here. We are not like family. We are not family. We are here to work. They would go, don't be fooled by that. When they say we are like family, it's because they want you to share information that you're not supposed to share with them. That is why they make you feel like a family. You are not. Take your time, observe the place, be careful with yourself, observe. Be nice, be friendly, be polite, be professional, and make sure you're always private. Keep your privacy or your private life private. Don't overshare. There are certain things you can share, please, but not everything. And remember, your co-workers don't owe you anything. So if you overshare anything, or if you overshare information and it's used against you, you have only yourself to blame. Only yourself to blame, because they would say, if you take them to HR, for example, they would say, she told me, I didn't know it was important information. And yeah, but you said it. They would tell you in front of your face, yeah, but you said it. How was I supposed to know? They would ask you, how was I supposed to know it was important information? And they'll tell you that they're only, do you realize that we're only colleagues? Which we only met here. They'll tell you that. We only met here. So please be observant. Some people meet lifelong partners at work. Some people meet, I know of 2 ladies, nurses, who have been friends for over 50 years. They met at work. Some people meet friends at work. Some people meet lifelong partners, husbands, wives at work. But you know what? You know what? You have to take care of yourself. That is it. You just have to take care of yourself, and always remember that your co-workers are not your friends, and your co-workers do not owe you anything. They don't owe you any explanation. If you give them information that is private to you, don't share confidential information with your co-workers. You want to you're looking for alternative employment, don't share with your co-workers. They will tell, please don't do it. I think what happened to the wife mother role, because we can talk about that on, are you available on Monday, Sam? Please, if you're available on Monday, then we can talk about it on Monday, but then you would have to join me. So sort out yourself over the weekend. Send me your email address, or so I can send you the link. You have to have a way. I can't add you because I have not connected. This is OBS or whatever, Zoom. So you have to send me your email address. If you've got a professional email address, the one you use on LinkedIn and everywhere, you can send it to me. Yes, you can send it to me. So what will happen is, I would go to one of your comments, not here, you don't have to send it here. I'll go to one of your comments and I would write to you, I'll demand for it. Please add it there so we can talk about this topic. Because the topic you want to talk about, you know about this topic more than I do. So you are coming to share with us. So you would have to join me live. Yeah, you would have to join me live. Or if you're on Facebook or anything, Sam, you can let me know your email or your Facebook address, and then we can, do you understand what I mean? And we can sort out something. Otherwise, I will not be able to add you. And this is a topic you are a professional at this, so you would have to come and share. And I think a lot of people want to hear what you have to say, Sam, because you know what, I think you're very smart. So please, extremely. So yeah, so you let me know. The ball is in your court. You let me know, and we can sort everything out, and then we do it on Monday. So we have Saturday and Sunday to sort everything out. Are we good, Sam? Please let me know. Thumbs up or anything. Let me know if we are good, and then, because I've checked, I went through all my messages to see if you sent your email address. Yeah, you're smart. We all are. Oh, Alexander. Yeah, I think you're smart. We all are. We all have our strengths. Everyone is good at something. Everyone out there is good at something. Everyone. We all are. And we all are good at something. So we all have our strengths. So I particularly mentioned Sam because he's got something he wants to come and share with us, and would want to hear Sam. So on Monday, I'd like to hear from you before Monday. Well, okay. Jairo Alexander said, "Yeah, I know you're definitely good at something. I know, I know, I know, I know. It's okay. I said as I said, we all are good at something. Everyone is good at something. Everyone. Trust me on this one. Everyone. Sam, you make sense most. What do you mean by you make everyone? Oh my God, we all make sense. You all make sense. You know, I enjoy being here with you, everyone. Here, you know, sometimes some of us are a bit naughty, but it's okay, everyone, and that we are all not the same. Some people come here and write certain things and we just laugh about it. That is me. I laugh about it and move on. You know, we are all not the same. Some people write and we have to laugh, and we laugh and we move on. So we are all good at something. Everyone is good at something. Everyone is good at something. So Sam, come on. Sam, you are good. Great to chat. Sorry. Andrew, I know. That's why I say I know you're a bit of a handful. You're a bit naughty, but it's okay. We must have people like you for this earth to go around. We have to accept everybody. Do you understand what I mean, Andrew? We have to accept everybody. We have to learn to live with everybody. Everybody cannot be the same. Everybody cannot be straight. Everybody cannot, no. You know, everybody cannot be the same. Some people are serious. Some people are not. Some people are comedians. Some people are, you know, some people are naughty like Andrew. But you know what? It's okay. It's okay to have a good laugh. Seriously. It's okay. And one thing I've learned in life that I would have to come and share with you is not to let people hurt you. Don't give people the opportunity, that opportunity to be hurt. Don't. As a human being, you have to somehow you have to. Don't give people the opportunity to hurt you. Don't. So that is why when you write, I just laugh because I know Andrew is a bit naughty now, but it's okay. It's some, you know, I'm like, okay, then I'll put him a little bit. Naughty corner, go on. Go to the naughty corner, Andrew. And then you came back, didn't you? It's all right. We just have a good laugh and we move on. For me, this is life. You don't have to take life too seriously. If you don't have to take life too seriously. Oh, you're eating. No, I'm jealous. You're eating isiu and jollof rice and goat meat with hot Cameroon pepper. Oh, I want to join you. Like seriously. I love isiu. For those watching, isiu is Nigerian food. It's Nigerian food, and Sam here cooked isiu, and he's just trying to. Andrew says Andrew says he's gonna sit. I'll sit on the naughty step. Andrew, you're cracking me up. Oh, let's just have a good laugh. Like seriously, it's Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday. What are you doing tonight, Andrew? See, you've been naughty, but it's okay. We can chat. What are you doing tonight? What is everyone doing tonight? What are you doing tonight, Sam? Sam is eating. Okay, hi Moses and Elijah. Moses, our topic is, our topic is, your co-workers don't owe you anything. You know, we are almost done now, but your co-workers, we've been talking about co-workers not being your friends, and you knowing that your co-workers don't owe you anything. So if you're working with someone, just know that they don't owe you anything. If you want to cook a cereal for them, good and fine. If you want to cook jollof rice for your co-worker, fine, that is fine, but don't expect anything back. Don't. If you share information with your co-worker and they report you to your boss, they still don't owe you any explanation because they did not ask you to share that information with them. So whatever you're doing, you have to watch your back, especially at work, because if you go oversharing, it might come back to haunt you. So no one at work owes you anything. You're there to work and make money and go home. Oh, Andrew says he's I need to sort things out for holiday. Okay then. All right, excellent. You're going on holiday. Yay! Go on, enjoy yourself on holiday. Oh, it's good. I love going away. Oh, tonight I could be eating. Oh, okay. Okay, what about in relationship? Moses. How many times did I call you? We are going to talk about that next time. In relationship, it's different. This is work, not relationship. We are not talking about like dating and relationships. We are talking about work. Your colleague, your co-worker at work does not owe you anything. But when it comes to relationships, it's different. Moses, come on, Moses. So at least if you're dating, you owe your girlfriend loyalty. You owe your girlfriend a bit of presents during Valentine's Day. That's just me. You have to protect your girlfriend, so you owe her that somehow, if that is what you want. So we are just different, isn't it? So when it comes to relationships, when it comes to relationships, it's different. Or it's different. I'm going to dance with you as you're watching. You know what? If we could put music, we could do something where on Friday we'll do 30 minutes and then we have a little party for 15 minutes. That's me for you, isn't it? Because it's Friday, isn't it? We just have to relax and do something fun and just enjoy the day. Yeah, it's good, Andrew. It's good when the woman takes charge. It's good. It's cool. It's cool because it takes men a little while to grow up, isn't it? Which one is Cecilia? Your Agba Bola. Agba Bola. Okay, Agba Bola. Dance is nice. All right. No, we can do something on Fridays. We can do something. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the channel. We are here on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday from 12:30 to 1:30. I don't know what the time is. We are here from 12:30 to 1:30 on weekdays, and we talk about different topics. And we will be bringing guests to come and share their stories with us so we can learn. We had Fergus here on Tuesday. You have to, if you're a public speaker, please go and watch the live video we had on Tuesday. Fergus was here. Fergus McClelland, a vocal coach and renowned public speaker. He was here on the show and he shared a lot with us. Sam was so happy. Son of Soweto was so happy. A lot of people asked him lots of questions, so many questions on public speaking, and he was just pouring us and giving us so much juice, so much And Sam thought Fergus should be a professor. Fergus he's a smart guy, very smart, and he's an actor too. So go and watch that video. Do you take? Oh, Andrew, when are you going on holiday? Oh. Okay, then they should. Okay, then don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Oh my God, Sam, let's leave this for Monday, guys. Let's leave this for Monday. Let's catch up on Monday. What is Sam? Women who like to take charge don't like to back it up with money. Are you sure, Sam? Okay, then let's talk about you guys, you love to talk about relationships. Let's talk about relationships. Then let's see how many more. Let's see what time it is now. It's almost 2. Okay, so speed. Oh. Andrew. Yes, are you sure about that? That women who like to take charge don't like to back it up with money. Are you sure, Sam? Okay, you want them to back it up with money, but it depends on what they are taking charge of. And Sam, so are you coming up on Monday? Does it cost more for a small dinner? Oh, Andrew. Let Sam will respond to your question. Sam is there. Sam. So and Sam says, how does it cost more? Sam says, why do women hang on their money? This is a question. Why do women hang on their money? Because it's theirs. What do you want? What do you want them to do, Sam? Men are supposed to be spoiling women, you know. Okay, Sam, what do you want women to do with their money? Tell me. What do you want women to do with their money? Let's say you're dating someone, Sam. You're dating someone and they work and you work. You know, they take care of their bills. What do you want her to do with her money? Why should she not hang on her money? Why should she not? Why? I don't know. I'm just asking. If you're only dating, because it's not all about money, they should be willing to share. But a lot of women share. A lot, especially in America, Sam. I'm surprised you're saying this because in America, a lot of women in America, I've seen it on Facebook, I've heard, I don't know, I've never been there. I have heard of stories where women share everything. Sometimes women even work more than men. I'm not in certain cases, I don't want to generalize. It's just hearsay. I'm not too sure, but women do share. Don't say women don't share. Some women share. I know women who share, especially in America. Especially in America and in Dallas. Some in Dallas, women do share. Women do share. You might not have met a woman or any woman who is ready to share with you, but women do share. Trust me. Women do share, and they share a lot. A lot of women share. A lot of women share, Andrew. So you can't just generalize. I don't like to generalize. Even when it comes to men, I do not generalize. Like sometimes they'll go, all men are what do they say? All men are. I don't generalize. I don't believe that. Everyone cannot be the same, and all men are not the same. So you cannot now generalize and say, why is it that women do? A lot of women out there do share. A lot of women buy things for their partners, boyfriends. They do. Some, I've seen it with my own eyes. I've heard as well. And in America, a lot of women share. In today's world, a lot of women share. We don't mind being spoiled every now and then. Come on, that is why we are women. We don't mind being spoiled, but we do share. If a woman meets a good man, if a woman meets a man who takes care of her, she will do the same. She will do the same. They do that with their fellow American men. When it's with a Nigerian man, when it's with Nigerian men, it's different. Yeah, but it depends on how you show up. If you show up and if you show the woman that you want to take charge and spend in the relationship and spoil her with money, you don't want her. Some men are like that. Some men do not like their partners, girls, if they're dating someone, they don't want the woman to spend, especially at the start of the relationship. And that is where everything starts, or that is when to set the rules and the boundaries. So if you start dating, and Nigerian men, I don't want to generalize again, but some men, let me put it that way, some men love spending on women. Am I right, Sam? Some men just love to spend on women. And if you're one of them, that is fine. I will not fault you for it. But then don't now say, or just come to a conclusion that women don't like to share. Don't generalize, because some women do share. Some women do share. And if you're a man who loves spending on women and you don't want anything back, all you want is thank you, honey, you're just happy to see her enjoying your money. Some men will even go as far as giving their girlfriends their bank cards and credit cards to spend, because they make the money and they want to spoil the woman, the woman in their lives, or the woman in their life. If it's you, it's not true then that it's Andrew. Sam says they do that with America, and it probably was if you oh dear. Okay, so that's the thing. Okay, Sam says American women hunt for Nigerian men. I have dated 2 African women and they share but with the American women it's different. Okay, so African women do share. Okay. Okay. So oh Sam. I've dated 2 African women. It depends, Sam. It depends. Women share. I don't agree with you on this one. Let's agree to disagree on this one. Women do share. A lot of women I have met do share. They do share different things, And when it comes to sharing, we must not share the same thing. If you give me money, don't expect money back. Giving love is still sharing, isn't it? Giving you my love, giving you, looking up. There are certain things that a woman can do for you that is sharing. It's not, it mustn't necessarily be money. If you give a woman money, you don't expect money back. She can get you a shirt, she can get you a present, so women do share. They do share. It depends on what you want them to share. So Sam, be specific. What do you want them to share? Do you want them to share money with you? And if yes, why so? You work, you earn money. If you're dating someone, they would share. You share different things. It could be time. You know. And do you know time is worth more than money? Sam, are you there? So it depends. Women do share. So I respect your point. I respect what you're saying, but let's agree to disagree on this one. Women do share. I cannot generalize. I cannot go, women don't share. No, women do share. It depends on who you meet. It depends on how you build the relationship. If you start dating someone and you start, spending on them, giving them a lot of money, spoiling them, and you carry on doing that, that is the culture you're building. It's a culture, isn't it? That is what you're building in that relationship. Now she knows that you're going to spoil her all the time. You're going to get her perfumes, you're going to take her to restaurants, you're going to give her money because that is what you've shown her. And we like it. We like it when you spoil us. And she's going to cook. Thank you. So we must not spoil each other with the same things. So if you're spoiling me with money, which is actually a very good thing, I will spoil you with something else. It mustn't be money. We all have different things to share. It's the money bit, isn't it? So, and I know some women share money. If you date someone, if you take the relationship to the next level and you start maybe cohabiting or you decide to settle together, that is a whole different ball game. If you're living with someone and both of you are working, there's no way you are going to pay all the bills. No. If both of you are working and living together, that is a whole different ball game. Isn't it so, Sam? Or isn't it so? If you're watching, if you're dating someone, that is different. If you take your relationship to the next level, where you start maybe cohabiting, or where you decide to get married, or take the relationship to the next level, you would have to put things together. Whether it's finances, you would have to have maybe 3 bank accounts. That is what people do now. You have your bank account, I have my bank account, and we have that bank account for the family. That is how things are being worked out today. Hey, 4 arrows. Hello, how are you? So that's the thing, Sam. Sam, I think we have talked a lot. We've shared a lot. We've actually we are done with today's topic. Let's carry on Monday, please. Let's carry on Monday. Thanks very much for sharing your time with me today. I appreciate you all for stopping by. I appreciate you all for your contributions, for your support, and for everything. Please, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, our channel, please do make sure you subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. On today's video, we're talking about your co-workers not being your friends, and your co-workers and your co-workers don't owe you anything. So always remember that your co-workers do not owe you anything. Whatever you do at work, your co-workers are not your friends. Whatever you do, your co-workers do not owe you anything. So if you overshare at work and it's used against you, that is on you, because you always have to remember that at work you have to be professional, you have to be polite, you have to be pleasant and private. And on that, I'm going to wish you all a very happy weekend. I wish you a very happy weekend. Take care of yourself. Go out. It's sunny outside. It's nice outside. Go out. Take care of yourself, and remember this one: you are the most important person in your life. You, yes, you, yeah, you are the most important person in your life. Okay, then, thank you. Take care. If today's your birthday, happy birthday. All the best always. Until next week, see you on Monday, 12:30 London time. Thank you. All the best, and bye bye for now. Bye. Bye. Bye, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye.